Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got out of trouble and throws. Finds him out of the backfield. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to...
He lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Illinois. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Pace. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Parker. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Polk. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This time on target. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Leon. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown to Illini. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing 4th down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Illinois right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Back open in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got it. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. On the ground. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gap.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now on second down for this offense. The play-action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Illinois! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Leon. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air on 2nd down. Release to the back. Finds his man open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Cornhuskers are threatening in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Leaves it with the back. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Leon. He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The give from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quick strike complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Illinois lining up quickly. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab deep. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Jarvis. He's got an open man. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Liberty. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Making side adjustments here. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give as they work on that clock. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's like...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Huskers decide to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.